to the channel. I'm out here today at Zonderland's onion packaging, and it's a little noisy. No, it isn't. It's a whole lot noisy in here. So I hope it turns out all right. I just thought I'd show you. That's how they dump onions into this line that they've got built here. They use a rotator on a lift truck. He's just coming with another skid here now. He may even dump that, I'm not sure. At least he's going to queue it up. So what they're doing here is grading onions for, basically for wholesale. And Huib's going to tell us about it here in a minute. So I'm here with Huib Zonderland, and he's going to tell us about the onion. Tell us basically what's going on in here anyway.
So right now, these onions in this bin came out of the field in September. So we put them in the barn. We have an air wall in the back here to dry them. So we can heat them up to get the moisture out. We can try to cool them down in the winter time. So moisture is our big enemy with onions. We want dry product.
So you can heat them up and dry them, and then cool them down.
And we got some green tops. We'll heat them up to sometimes 30 degrees, and for a few days, and to put air to them, like a corn bin, let's say. Just start pushing air through. Dry them down, and we want these tops to dry. Like a dry onion, you can't roll these necks. That's you have a dry onion. But you can roll them like a round, make them round and a roll.
They're too wet.
They're too wet.
So when do you harvest? September?
So we'll start late August, early September, and we'll run into second, third week of September, like in batches, because we plant different varieties. Like we'll have some early stuff, some mid-season, some long season, long storage onions. So the bin I just done before, they were an earlier variety. We planted really late. They didn't mature quite properly, so we have a little bit more growth in those, like sprouting. So it's time for them to go. But like these guys, these are beautiful onions. Like we want them nice and hard. We want nice skins on them. Like we don't want bald onions, just a nice shiny hard onion, what you want. So we think of stuff like this. Like it might slip through, it might not, but we throw these out. We'll have some of these, some bottom damage from the digger.
So these onions, that's what your mother and dad's going to do, is pick them out when they go by?
So we have like off your hopper. Then we got a pre-sizer up there that takes out the little stuff from skins, which right now is plugging up a little bit. that's set at 1.75 roughly. Take them onions out. Then whatever loose skins we have goes down to the outside.
So the real little ones you don't want. They're like
well, some people do, but some people don't. So we set 1.75 is basically the minimum size that people want.
and they're going outside into another bin?
They're wagon.
Oh, into a wagon.
Yeah, they're composting.
Oh, so they're done.
They're done. They're out, like they fall down the belt and then outside into the wagon.
They go with the skins.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we have a brushing machine to brush them up a little bit, take loose skins off. Then we dump them into that machine, which is a finishing topper. We can show you that later. We'll shut it off for a minute. So that's basically a vibrating screen with blades underneath that suck all the tops down and chops them off because you don't want long tops.
Okay.
So a top like this,
You cut that off.
we cut it off right about there. So you have a nice clean onion in your bag. So that's the last step. Yeah, and there on they go on to the grading table where mom and dad are right now, taking all the not so good stuff out.
So what they're doing is looking, and if they see a blemish, it comes out.
They take them out. So yeah, go on in there, and it's nice and warm in there. So have a look.
They tell me this is where the high-priced help is in here. So what you're looking for is blemishes.
Well, just soft ones, rotten ones. That's about it.
You might see this in your sleep.
Browsing ones.
It's amazing how the two previous machines have evened up the tops and taken the loose skin off.
Yeah. And then they got nice and shiny, eh? Take the outside skin off and then you have it.
Yeah, perfect onion. It's hard to grow the perfect onion.
Well, it's the hardest crop you get. You
Yeah.
can imagine to grow. There's always something. Disease, insects, weed control. It's really hard. But you know what? The growing part is the easy part. Getting rid of it is the worst. Finding a market.
It's hard to find the market.
Yeah. You have to hunt these guys down all the time. You know, are you interested in onions? Can you please buy some onions? You know, and yeah, it's pretty tough. It's hard to build up a relationship with them. This year you do nice business, so you think, well, next year they'll come back, right?
And it's all about money.
It's all about money. But I like to build up a relationship with people, you know, that buy my stuff or where I buy stuff from. Yeah. Trust and faith in each other, right? That's important to me. It doesn't always come down to the last dollar.
So these onions they're throwing out, they're going in the wagon out there?
Yeah, they go in the wagon. Yeah. They're all back in the field. But we like to grow them, you know. If everything works out well, then it's a good profitable crop. But it's a lot of work, as you can see.
Well, Huib was telling me how much spraying you have to do with this crop.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. Oh yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, 20 to 25 times. You know.
So you know a good custom operator to come in then.
It's hard to find one. No, you have to be right on the money every time. Because, you know, chemicals can only work in a certain,
Yeah,
you know,
short window.
yeah, short windows. And rain or shine, you have to go.
So what's making these rollers turn?
Well, you see that bar?
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, just
Oh, and it's a chain.
the chain.
Okay.
Resting on the
Yeah, yeah,
bar.
yeah. Simple.
Oh yeah. Watch it. Dutch ingenuity.
Dutch ingenuity.
On this one, this whole chain goes to the down.
Oh, and around. Yeah,
So this is only small, so you can sit on it.
yeah.
Most people have to stand all day on the
And
green.
it's heated in here.
Yeah, we got a little electric heater in there. You
can
gotta
eat-
take care of Mama, right?
Hey, you gotta look after the one that does the cooking.
Yeah.
Well, I was in Dresden a couple of weeks ago when I found some red potatoes.
Oh, what name was on there?
Yeah, your name was on there.
Did you like it?
They were perfect. Actually, we picked up something else, and I said, "Whoa, wait a minute. We better eat these local potatoes."
Yeah, exactly. Buy local, right?
That's the first time I'd seen them in there.
Yeah. Oh, I like to feel local too as much as I can. Right?
Those red potatoes were perfect.
Oh, let's go for here. Yeah, we supply the Dresden store and the Ritzout store. It's going pretty well. And then we have a customer that's, you know, buy them out of our store here.
Oh, you retail out of here too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I want to get a picture of this bagger. I'm intrigued with this bagger you got out here.
Nice machine, eh?
Making those bags, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice machine.
What he's got here is a real simple grater. He starts with small holes and they just keep getting bigger. And then the real big onions go off the end. And then each size has a different market. So you're bagging, what do you call these?
Medium size.
Medium.
So that's 2¼ inches to 3 inches. And then this is our undersize, so 8 to 3/4 to 2¼
That's these little ones.
Yeah, the little guys. And they're the nicest onions to eat.
So you'll bring these back and package them?
Yeah, separately.
So you'll dump them back in there?
Yeah, they go in these totes or boxes. They go back on an air wall.
Is that what those are?
Yep.
So that's what you'll do next, is little ones.
Eventually, yeah, when people are asking for them, like we don't bag anything ahead of time.
Okay.
Unless you have orders.
Gotta have an order.
Yeah, and otherwise you cannot guarantee your quality. Like I can bag all these and set them in the barn, and they might go bad on you. So you want them as fresh as possible before they go on a truck and to the next destination.
So right now you have a market for medium size.
Yep, and large.
Oh, and the great big
Yep,
ones.
and small too. Like it's every week we have small orders, big orders. Like we did a couple of loads of large yesterday and the day before. Today we're doing a load and a half for another guy in Vancouver for mediums. And then we have two smalls going out to a couple of produce guys.
So you can bag in what do you got? 50-pound bags?
These are 50-pound bags.
And then you do 10 pounds?
10-pound bags. Reds are 25-pound bags. So we hand bag those usually for the a tie string. Like we don't have labels on these bags, so we had to do a load and a half or 2 loads of large onions with drawstring bags. And that slows us down probably 40%.
So they go through the same bagger?
Just a weigher.
Okay.
You have to actually hand tie every bag and fill it by hand. So with this machine we can run about 160 bags an hour.
But it weighs them for you. So all you got to do is put the bag under there and pull the drawstring.
That's right down to 80 bags an hour. This machine is double that. Plus, one guy can do it all.
Yeah.
I need 2 guys to do the drawstrings. So you're saving labor. It's more efficient.
More productivity.
And it's cheaper. Like the packaging is a lot cheaper. Like to buy a drawstring bag.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're paying 35 cents a bag. These are 23
get down and see this bagger.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so they come on a roll. I think there's 1,500 bags on the roll, roughly. So then it feeds them through the machine, and they're all pre-made on the roll. So we just slice them apart up here with this hot knife. So every time a bag goes through, you'll see it now.
So the bottom's already in it.
The bottom and the sides are already made.
Oh, the sides are made?
Yeah. But they're in between. So there's two seams in there. Like they be attached like this. So you have your seam right there. You can see the little
and it cuts them in between.
In between.
With a hot knife.
Yeah, so you set it up for your bag width. You can buy all kinds of different bags, like widths and lengths and stuff like that.
So if you wanted to change bag size, you could get a different roll?
Yep, so we got 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 25, whatever, 40, whatever you want. So our base size is 10 and 50s right now. We do a little bit of red and 25s. And yeah,
so you were saying this machine was made in Poland?
Poland, yeah. Yeah. And then we bought it, last year we got it in, and it's been a real game changer.
So you got it in a container?
Yeah, yeah, shipped it over. So yeah, then it'll weigh the bags, count the bags. So we're looking for 50 pounds, which is 22.75 kgs, or 22.7. Light goes on, dumps them into the bag they go.
So when you do the ones by hand, do you take this out of the way?
Yeah. Yeah. We're done.
You're all done?
Wow, with the field run stuff. We're probably going to switch over to out of the sorting room. We don't have the grade or size anymore.
So you'll do little ones now?
The medium size is pre-sorted. Or pre-sized, yeah.
So when they're pre-sorted, you dump them in the same place?
Yeah. Well, we just take them out of the room and go sideways. Put the bagger right there. Because we're not sizing anymore. Oh, it's all done. So yeah.
Oh, you move this thing?
Yeah, we can move it all. It's all on wheels. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah. So then once the machine dumps the bag, go through the sewing machine. When it closes. Just a plastic label with our information on it.
There you go.
Right onto the bag and then off to the consumer. So, yeah, so here we have hard side. These are 10-pound bags with small onions. Same thing, different label.
So these will go to retail?
Yeah. Yeah, usually a lot of them go to Windsor and London stores. So, yeah, these are nice little onions to eat. Just take a couple of those, and a little more pungent than the big onion. I love these little ones. More people can buy little onions, but they don't. So, yeah, and they're cheaper.
Oh, these are cheaper.
Yeah, between medium to large and smalls, there's probably $3-4 a bag difference in price.
So you'll have pre-sorted onions in totes?
Yeah, pre-sized. These are all medium onions, medium size.
So you got those when you were bagging something
Large
else?
Or small,
yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, we resize our big ones because we had to. Our screen went bad on us. I had to improvise with a rubber belt. Not ideal, so I got a few small ones in there. So we just take out the redo them quick. So yeah, so then we'll start popping those into bags, and we'll shut this machine off and go right out of the grading room and pump them out.
One thing I wanted to talk about before I end this is potatoes.
Yes.
Let's talk about the potatoes.
What do you want to know?
Well, I was in a local store,
Yep.
and I picked up a bag of potatoes, got your name on it.
Yep, it does. So we grow 500-600 potatoes every year. We've been doing this for 25 some years now, since we come in '98. up with Foodland. Hey, you want to sell potatoes? Yeah, sure, no problem. So we got in there, and so we grow 4 varieties. We have a white potato, a yellow flesh, a Yukon Gold, and then a red potato. And yeah, we've been going to the store since 2 years.
Only go to Foodland?
Foodland, and whoever stopped by for a bag of
retail.
Yeah, retail, out of the farm gate. Wholesalers, like we sell stuff to Broden, Chucks, and Chatham, and we used to have a couple of restaurants and things like that. Like, again, we're small growers. Most of our crop goes right through the Foodland stores. Like, they'll, usually about 2,000 pounds a week go through those stores. So they're available at Dresden Foodland and Bridgetown Foodland. And we're slowly working on more outlets, but you gotta do it slow. Just stay small first and get your market figured out, and then go from there. The biggest thing with onions and potatoes is the growing is easy. The marketing is the big one.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have a board of trade like Chicago that there's like yourself.
You haggle.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
you got to haggle with the wholesalers.
Exactly. So we, like these big ones, right now they're $10 a bag for a full semi-load. The little guy, he pays about 11 or 12 because it's more work, you know, stuff like that. And there's margins to be made, and you know, so you have to haggle. I get guys that walk away from me because I'm too expensive.
Hey,
it is what it is.
It happens.
Like, we're selling large onions for $14.50 a bag right now, which is a good price for us. I get small guys that only want to pay me $12. So I said, well, then see you later. I'll send it to Toronto.
You have a finite amount of big onions.
Yes, and I want to make as much as I can on my crop because there's a lot of work involved, as you could have seen in the video.
And spraying,
fertilizer, seed. It's
yeah. You were saying, what'd you say seed cost was $1,200 an acre?
Roughly. So $5.50 a thousand, $6 a thousand, and we plant about $2.20 an acre. So yeah, we're up there.
It's a big cost.
It's a big cost. So fertilizer, chemicals, you know, we're spraying herbicides 4 or 5 times a year.
And land costs, you're on some of the best land in Ontario here.
Costs, it's unreal too.
Yeah.
Fertilizer, you know. We do a fair bit of compost now for soil health and whatnot, and we're seeing benefits from that. You know, and I use a sensitive crop, and like last spring with the big rains we had, we lost 3 acres just to flooding. They sit in the water for a half a day, they're done.
So can you get crop insurance on onions? Yeah.
Yep. It's not, you're not making money out of it.
No, but it covers your costs maybe.
It covers most of your costs.
If you have a wipeout.
Exactly. So we lost 3 acres last year, so that's a total write-off. There's $0 coming in, and that hurts because you spent the $1,200 on seed, and you paid your land cost already, your fertilizer cost. It's all there.
And you don't get to run them through here too.
Exactly.
Like, there must be a little bit of margin in grading, because not every grower would be set up like this.
That's right.
So do you custom grade for other people?
No, I do not.
There's nobody else.
No, nobody else. No. We used to do a little bit for the neighbors, like Dunlop's, Big Woods, and Mine, get stuff for them, you know, help them out.
Yeah.
But I don't really. I'm not looking for more work in here. We're busy enough as it is, and in all honesty, we should be doing 3-pound bags of onions for the grocery stores because you can value add, make more money that way. Like, instead of a $10 bag, you'd have a $16 bag of onions. You need a different machine, obviously, so you have to spend your called $100,000. But that would pay off because on all these medium loads that we shipped out, we'd make an extra $40,000.
Yeah.
And it'd pay for itself pretty quick. So, but this is a big step for us already to automate the whole bagging system. You know, well, you know yourselves, bagging soybeans. The guys that never just shoot.
Yeah.
You know, now you're a robot doing it for you.
Yeah.
And the machine stacking it for you. We can buy all that stuff too for onions, but it just takes money.
It takes time to get it together too.
It does.
Anyway, thanks for taking the time to show me around out here. I have really learned a lot. And I think anybody, you know, when you go into the Foodland, if you're looking at buying a bag of potatoes, have a look at the label, see where it comes from.
Yeah, exactly.
If it says Zonderland on there, hey,
they're locally grown.
Right here in Dresden.
Right here in Dresden. Yeah, 4 different kinds, so whatever flavor you might want, we got them. So if you want big bags, 50-pound bags, come on over.
Come on out to the farm.
Yep, want a bag of onions? Come on out. So,
Great.
No, not a problem. So,
Well, thanks a lot.
the door's always open.
Great,
Thank
thanks.
you so kindly. This here next song is about a guy that knows more about potatoes than anyone else in the world. It's Bud the Spud from the bright red mud, rolling down the highway smiling. The spuds are big on the back of Bud's rig, the bum Prince Edward Island.